Greetings, automotive enthusiast. Fire drill, fire drill.
It's been quite a morning.
It has. We've got the Jaguar XJS over there. I just got back from Cars and Cockpits, and I started messaging a guy yesterday on a car, and it is one of my bucket list cars. It is an 88 Corvette 35th anniversary, the white on white cocaine Miami special. But check this out. 33,000 miles, manual transmission. So excited. We bought one a couple years ago, and it was a pretty edgy automatic. It was a decent car, but, you know, not one that was like collector grade, you know. And we drove it around a little bit and sold or whatever, but we got the old trusty trailer hooked up to the GL. That's basically how that thing sits right there, so it's on call. Mama made me, there's my man purse, and Mama made me just threw some drinks and cookies and first jerky in the bag, and I'm rushing out the door to go get this Corvette. So
what about what I got this morning?
Oh
in
my
the meantime,
gosh.
I scored.
So Becky, she, you know, she's always combing for these auctions, and, you know.
Well, stuff just pops up.
Pops up.
Yeah.
And wait till you see this crazy Trans Am convertible. So we got to go get it next. She just bought it like, 30 minutes ago?
Yeah.
So I got to get on the road. I got to rush to Colorado. I messaged with this guy yesterday, and then, oh my gosh, he quit responding this morning. We pulled out the cash and everything, and it was a done deal. And he didn't respond to our messenger. He didn't answer his phone, and he wouldn't answer my text. And I'm like, I was just literally like crushed. And it's so funny because then all of a sudden he said, "Oh, I lost my phone. I just found it. Sorry." And I'm like, okay, I'm rolling.
Yes.
So here we go. I need to get rolling and shut up because I got an 8-hour drive ahead of me. Colorado Springs or bust. Here I come. I'm just rolling out of the house. Man, this was kind of a crazy deal. I didn't know when I was going to be taking off. So I went and did the Cars and Cockpits, the last one there, and I thought the guy, honestly, I thought he was ghosting me, and so I just went back to the house, and then all of a sudden, you know, he pops back up, and because I planned on leaving a lot earlier. Now it's gonna be kind of late when I get there, but I didn't even grab a overnight bag or anything. I got up this morning early, Cars and Cockpits. I didn't even shave, so I'm kind of just just slumming it here, but I'll live, you know. Shoot, if I could spend 2 weeks out in the desert on a military exercise, I could survive a day in a car. So I am rolling, just leaving the house, pulling out, and going to get this Corvette. I'll check back in with you here in a little bit and talk some more about it. Well, time to make a pit stop. It's funny, I was just talking to my good buddy Brian, and he knows I was on the trip, and he was checking to see how far I was, and he was like, "Man, I wish I was with you." And he was like, "Man, my favorite stop is that A&W in Russell." And he called me like literally like a few miles out, and I'm like, oh man, good call, because the last time we came through, we hit it. So Brian, I'm sorry. Oh, there goes my four-way. But here we are. A&W. I'll pour a root beer out for you. But time to make a pit stop. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, we had one of these in Garden City, and the old frosted mug and the onion rings. So any of you guys know A&W? What's your story? Let me know in the comments.
Looking at that.
Check this out. Yeah, remember you drove up and they'd bring it out to your check out that. They got old school pull-up ordering deal. Oh man, and here's the menu. A&W. Gotta love nostalgia. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Oh, I tell you, they give you a frosted mug. It's kind of good, but it's not quite like, you know, the root beer's out of the tap. You know, not quite like it was back in the day, but still good. I'll check it out. That looks pretty good. Better than McDonald's. Chow down and get back on the road. Sorry, Brian. Welcome to Foodie Talk. I'm your host, Euro Asian Bob. No, that was good. That was I'm glad Brian reminded me of that little A&W stop. I remember as a kid, I grew up in Garden City, Kansas, and that was always a special treat to get the old frosted mug root beer. And an interesting side note, I don't know, well, you know, Wichita, Kansas has actually had some interesting hamburger history. White Castle actually started in Wichita, Kansas, and that's the actual first, you know, the first hamburger chain is White Castle, and it started right in Wichita, Kansas. And we still, it's weird that like there's White Castles all over the country, and there's no White Castle in Wichita, Kansas. If I had millions of dollars, I'd open up a White Castle in Wichita and promote it as, you know, for the home of the hamburger franchise, fast food hamburger franchise. And it's a really interesting story. You guys ought to get on there and research White Castle, the whole theme behind it and everything. But if you're in Wichita, we do have a kind of local legend in Wichita. It's called New Way, and they do hamburgers, and they do it crumbly. And they said crumbly is good, but New Way serves hamburgers, and they're a loose, you know, type of meat hamburger, and really, really good. But they actually serve home brewed root beer, and which is really more like the original A&W. So if you're ever in Wichita, stop at New Way, the homemade root beer, and then the sandwiches are great too. And then the other thing that they have, which is outstanding, is they have a garlic slaw. So anyway, there's our little our little food section of the program here. So gotta get back on the road. We're fueled up and westbound and down, loaded up and trucking. I'm about an hour and a half away. I didn't get headed out as early as I'd like to. I really wanted to get this thing, I wanted to see it in the daylight and get it picked up and strapped down and get flipped around and headed back home and see how far I can get. But getting dark out, I guess we'll have to just wing it and see what happens. Hopefully he's got a good garage with some light, and so I can kind of see the car and take it for a little spin around the block. It should all be good. So we'll be getting there shortly. Well, it's dark, but I have made it. Cool, nice looking area. That's always a good sign. I mean, he sent me pictures. This guy's got like some crazy cool cars, like all kinds of cool stuff. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what he's got in the garage. But we're there. Check it out. Look at this. We got a freaking GTX sitting here. There's the Corvette. Shoot, this guy. Yeah, man, I should have brought a driver and taught to take the GTX too. Should have. Oh man, that's quite the layout, brother. Hey, what's up, Justin? Oh, I don't know, just I wanted to get here in the daylight, but this is all good. How you doing, brother?
Good.
All right, nice to meet you, man. You got some cool stuff, hey guys.
My brother Sam.
Hey, Sam. I'm just doing a little video here on my channel. You know, have you seen my YouTube channel?
I've
Did you check it out?
Yes,
Yeah, this is cool. You got look at that. Corvette's inside, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's check this thing out. So how long when did you pick this up?
About a week ago, Sam.
About a week ago?
About a week
10 days ago.
Oh, wow. Check it out.
We
Yeah.
had some fun with it a little bit.
Yeah. Those tires are old, so they're coming off there anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's always the fun
but
thing.
You can see there's no weather cracking.
Yeah.
They're
Dude.
good.
It was jacked up.
It
Yeah.
was jacked out. It was on jacks.
Yeah.
But, you know, still they're old. I wouldn't trust it.
You know, but you know what though? Here's the deal. Like, as long as they're not all cracked, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll pump them up to like 45 pounds.
Exactly.
You know, and I drove a car back from
Oh,
California.
no, it was on jacks.
Yeah, exactly,
It was on
right.
jacks.
But you said you drove it from Denver.
Yes, we
did.
So that, you know, so I knew something about it.
It was
Literally.
Littleton area, a little further than that.
Really?
And it didn't give us any problems.
Man, that looks clean. Yeah, because literally, a buddy of mine, his brother-in-law is a doctor, you know, and he's got his own plane, and he likes to just make little weekend trips. Like that's when we do cars, he does planes, right?
Exactly.
And he was on call, or we were going to fly in and drive this sucker home. That would have been fun. I mean,
No, it would have definitely made it.
Yeah.
I even drove it today.
yeah, you know, and you can start feeling like vibrations and stuff, you know.
Just start it up for you.
Yeah, check it out. Fire it up, man.
Yeah,
This thing looks freaking awesome. I actually had one a couple years ago. It was an automatic.
I seen you got a red one on your channel.
Yeah, that little red convertible.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. That's gonna make a liar out of you, huh? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's something I would do.
Well, the video is not too good.
Yeah. You can smell. I can smell from the exhaust that gas is old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Well, no, actually, it was empty on gas.
Oh, okay.
We put gas in it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it was sitting. You know.
Yeah.
It had. It showed over here. It's got the electrical speedometer.
Yeah.
And it showed one or two dots.
Oh wow.
Then
Yeah.
I put a injector cleaner and I put a half a tank.
Yeah.
Over
See,
half.
this car needs driven. You know what I'm saying? It just needs driven.
I would say it needs a tune-up from sitting so long.
Right. You know, a lot of it's just the injectors. You know, they just need some
I did
BG.
do this though. It
Yeah.
was my fault.
What's that?
When I fueled it up,
Yeah.
I left. I left
On the gas.
exactly
Oh,
what
that's
I did.
funny.
But it goes here.
I know. That's
And
funny.
I was looking at the order.
right.
They said it takes like 2 weeks for it to come in. I didn't know.
Oh,
We
no.
wanted to buy one at AutoZone. We
No,
wanted the
I'm
deal,
not
you
worried
know.
about that. No. When you said, "Oh, I did this," though, I'm like, "Oh no, what did you damage? A gas cap? Oh, that's easy." I'm like, "Oh, that's it."
But no, you really look at this
Yeah.
car. It's in mint condition.
Yeah, it's nice. You see, because these wheels, like the finishes go bad on the wheels. and-
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
no. It was
Oh, no,
on the garage.
this older guy had it in a garage. It
Yeah.
was covered up and it was on jacks.
yeah. See that smell? That's exactly old '88 Corvette smell. You know what I'm saying? The doors are tight. Yeah, that looks good. And you know what's really cool? I really love those mud flaps.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if that was a
And
factory
that was
option.
like, you know what amazed me when we first bought it? Look at the doors when they close.
Yeah, exactly.
They close tight.
Exactly.
They're not loose.
Because early on, you know, the build quality on these, you know, aren't the greatest, so they don't really weather that well.
Yeah.
You know, like see this stuff here gets sun faded. You know what I mean? And the weather seals. Oh, hold on.
Original formats.
Oh yeah,
Right here?
yeah. I saw the. See, look at the
Yeah,
seals.
all that is clean.
Yeah,
All
see,
that
you
is
can tell, and that's why I'm here, man.
This is the cover that's always been on it.
Oh yeah.
And then this is what I was telling you.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you take
That's
off
for
when you take off the top, that goes over.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, check that out. I've never even seen that before.
Well, look at the carpet.
That's
It's
the
shiny.
original.
Yeah.
Look at the
Oh
carpet,
yeah.
shiny.
This is cool, guys. Yeah, this is cool.
Radio and the Bose radio works good.
Yeah.
The radio works.
Radio works.
Every one of these old, cause I do a lot of these old C4s, and I have to send the radios out to get restored.
No,
I have to have
everything
the seats rebuilt because the
Let
seat
me tell
motor's
you a
over.
story real fast.
Uh-oh.
What
Let's hear it.
that guy's doing.
Yeah.
His wife and him, they went up to a racing up in a mountain,
Yeah.
and the weight coming down, the car was too fast for them. And that was in 2012, you were saying? Ever since then, 2000, they
Yeah.
parked there, got scared from it.
That's funny.
And his wife,
33,000. Yeah, that's
and
funny.
there is a racing chip
Yeah.
that goes with it. It's in here.
Oh, yeah?
It's in the compartment.
Oh really?
Oh, and then this is the original window sticker.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And then I don't know where it's
They got
at.
some-
It's in there.
Oh
It's-
really?
The
Some
chip-
aftermarket chip or something?
Yeah, you know, like
Oh,
back
yeah.
in the day where they
Yeah,
used to-
right, right. Yeah, let me check it out.
Yeah, the tuner.
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I see it. Cool.
Just flip it in the dash.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that nowhere on the shifter. Man, this thing is nice. Super nice. All right. Yeah, it's a clean old car. Yeah, obviously.
Put the lights on, watch your those puppies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta love the pop-ups. Yeah, that right. Those are plastic gears, and see that right one's popping a little bit,
Yeah.
but those are like they're like 40. Yeah, it's like $40 for the gears.
I was actually scared of that one because I just moved it and my lights they was standing up. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sam,
Those are
what's going
vacuum.
on? But
Those
then-
are-
Then I had to start it and
Yeah.
put it back down.
Right, because they're vacuum.
Vacuum,
And those
yeah.
cars are tricky on the vacuum.
Yeah.
Let me shut this off real quick.
Here, I'll shut it.
Oh, it's-
Yeah, I got you.
You got to go.
Well, I'll just turn the ignition off. Right, exactly. Yeah, every car's a little bit different. Let me see what else you got here, man. Check this out. Big block Corvette,
this,
huh?
This puppy starts right up.
I love cars, man. All of them. I had a '69 convertible.
Sorry.
Yeah, a silver one. Oh man,
Fires right up.
look at that! Wow. So what was this car? You said it wasn't matching numbers?
It's not the original 427.
Yeah, but it is a 427?
No, it's not.
A 454.
It's about a 454.
That's right.
70 Chevy.
That's right.
70 Corvette.
But it's in mint condition.
Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Yeah, these cars are a lot of fun. Yeah, you got the T-tops and all that stuff, and got you a nice C7 there. Beautiful. And then tell me about this GTX, you know.
This GTX
that's kind of wicked.
68 440 original matching numbers.
Wow.
And come here to the plate. Come here.
Oh my gosh.
It's been sitting in the garage.
Yeah?
And that's what I'm saying. It's a time capsule.
Yeah?
Since
Oh
1985.
no way. Are you serious?
Original paint.
My second car was a 69 Roadrunner.
It's original paint, never been touched.
No
Never
kidding.
been touched.
So it's a Survivor.
It's a Survivor. The
Oh
interior.
my
Come look at
gosh.
this
I gotta see
interior.
this.
Look at this interior.
Man, I wish I'd have got here in the daylight, but oh, that's incredible.
All original interior. Look at the condition.
You gotta be kidding me. Dude, that is really amazing.
And I bought it from his nephew.
Yeah.
And his uncle was gonna restore it just before he passed back in like 1980.
Dude, I wouldn't touch it.
So I got all the parts, to
Yeah?
restore, all the chromes, everything to
Yeah?
redo everything. It's in
Really?
the trunk.
I don't know. I like it like it is.
That's what I said. It's an original.
I had a 71 Mach 1 that was had faded silver paint, red interior, and it was just, but I loved it with the patina. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Pop that hood for me if you would. Wow, 440. Well, all the GTXs were 440s, I believe, right?
No, they came with
The Roadrunners had the option. Did they?
383.
I thought, really, I didn't know if the GTXs, because it was the top line.
They came some with 383.
Did they?
Yeah.
What it was the businessman's fancy Roadrunner, you know?
There's no left here.
Check it out.
I got the original car.
Yeah. Check it out. Look at that.
Matching numbers, all original 440.
Yeah, that's a real find right there.
Yep.
And here out in, kind of eastern Colorado, there's not a lot of rust on stuff out here, is there?
Because they've been in the garage, since 1985.
Look at that. Little dings and stuff.
Exactly.
Dude, that is so cool. See, because the
And
car...
I also got the original wheels for it, the original hubcap.
Are you serious?
The original wheels, yep.
Yeah. The great thing about a car like this is it's an honest car. It's not hiding anything,
Exactly.
That's what... How's the trunk? Is the trunk solid?
Trunk solid, no rust.
That's
nothing.
the first thing to go on these cars is the
Nothing,
trunk.
No rust, and you can see usually when people replace the quarters, you can see in the trunk.
Right.
These are all original.
Yeah, well, you can tell just because of the paint, see?
Exactly.
Because, you can't, if you paint it's not going to match, you know what I mean? Unless it was painted 30 years ago.
No, it's
But
original paint.
That is really cool. That is really cool. Yeah, I always loved the Mopars. I was always a little different, because I like the more unusual things. Everybody had, Camaros and Mustangs. The Mopars you just didn't see as much. That is really cool.
They're all for sale.
Yeah, all right. Well, you never know. Somebody watching this video might be hollering at us. I know a lot of people, car guys too. So that is really cool. Well, let's get in here. The vet looks good. Let's get in here and do some paperwork, all right? Cool, guys. I got it loaded up. Check this out. Thing was last on the road in 2014. But, oh my gosh. And it's kind of interesting. When you're loading the car, you kind of see more things. But look at the aluminum. It's mint. Usually you got a little bit of surface corrosion or something. But, and these wheels. That is unbelievable. There's not hardly a mark on them. Obviously, I'm out here in the dark, but I don't know why I'm whispering, but it is kind of late. It's about 9 o'clock, but look at the control arms. Holy cow. This is a find. I couldn't be happier about this car. It is truly a collector grade car. This one might be tough to let go. Oh no, I need help. Check it out, man. I'm stopping to get some fuel and I ran into Eddie. What's up, man? What's up? Tell me about, check this out. C4 Love, man. Look at that. Look at that. That is awesome. Polo green. That is so cool. How long have you had that, Eddie?
I've had this for about 4 months now.
Oh, really? So not that long. Oh man, that is really cool. That is cool. Where'd you find it at?
I found it
Denver. Sweet. Yeah, you don't see that. That's a real kit. That's a real kit back in the day right there.
From top to bottom.
Heck yeah, check it out. Yeah, it was funny. I was fueling up and Eddie pulled in and saw the Corvette. He's like, oh man. Heck yeah. Everybody's got to give the Corvette the love. The C4s, they're coming up, man.
Yep.
They're coming up.
The next wave. I love them so much.
Cool, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you pulling in.
man.
You be safe, okay?
Yep. Nice to
Enjoy that sucker.
see you. Oh, man.
It's the next morning, just walking out of my room. It's about 10:30 here in Colorado, about 11:30 at home. A little bit, feeling and looking a little bit rough. I know how Willie feels now. Let me get loaded up and we'll get on the road. Everything looks good and intact. I'm always a little bit nervous walking out of hotel rooms. People messing with stuff or whatever. Oh, a little windy out here. Looks like I got a strap. Get that down. Oh, well, let me check the straps and get on the road. One of the scary things about loading by yourself at night, I did not realize how close I was to the right side of this car in the fender. That's scary. Ugh. Do I scratch it? I don't know. I'm gonna take that fender off when I get this thing off of here. On the road, rolling. I gotta put my sunglasses on here to cover up my puffy eyes. As you guys all probably know, I keep it real in this channel. I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is the Corvette, and I'm the bad and the ugly. Funny story. So I got in last night about 12:30 a.m. Our time. It was about 11:30. I think. I don't know. I'm getting time confused here. But I was up till 1 o'clock this time and 2 o'clock our time, researching this crazy Corvette, and I found out that out of 2,050 numbered anniversary cars, that only 180 of them are manual. That's freaking awesome. And I was like a kid researching this car last night, having so much fun. Oh, I'm 55 years old, but I feel like 15 years old when it comes to cars. But hey, that's not a bad thing, you know. But we're rolling. I got about 5 hours to cruise. It's a beautiful sunny day, a little breezy. Knock on wood. A wood steering wheel. I don't have any flats like my last trip last weekend down to Texas. And what's funny is it's 11 right now. I just left the room and it's 10:30 here because I had to finish up my video from last weekend going to Brownfield, Texas to pick up the Renault Fuego. Be sure you check out that video and follow that car because that's a really cool little rare French 80s car as well. So on the road, I was going to stop at McDonald's and get some breakfast, and the line wrapped completely around the restaurant. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, nope, it's just time to roll, and we'll stop for some lunch and bite a little bit, and just take her on home. When I get home, though, this is coming off the trailer, and I'm taking Becky out to dinner in the crazy cool 35th anniversary Corvette. Keep riding along. Trip is going great. I'm just about an hour and a half from home, and I guess while we've been talking about hamburgers on this trip, it's funny. I was literally just exiting off of I-70, and Becky texted me. She's like, "Hey, stop by Cozy's and pick up some burgers." This is in Salina, Kansas. We're talking about burgers on this trip, but this burger joint is old. You have to look up the. Let me see. I'll have to go up here. I'll have to look at the sign to see what year it is. I'll go up there. It's kind of windy, so I'm kind of trying to stand out of the wind. But one of the oldest burger places probably in the state. Cozy's Hamburgers. If you're ever through, it's a must stop. Look at this. Since 1922. Look at that, 102 years and counting. Something. And then they have like this old grill. I'll show you when we get inside. So you order them by the sack. They're little sliders. So I got 2 sacks there. We'll eat some today and just munch on them all week long. So I'll show you what they look like. And they pretty much, there's no cheese. There's no fries. You can just get chips. And they come with mustard, pickle, onion, and ketchup. And they grill the onions on the grill. And it's actually a funny story. A few years ago, they thought they were, they needed a bigger grill. So they actually took out the old grill and put in a new grill. And then everybody was complaining that the burgers didn't taste the same. And that grill's been seasoned for 100 years or something. So they actually had to go out and where literally the grill was scrapped, and they went and retrieved the original grill and put it back into service. That's a crazy story. But the one thing about these is you will smell like onions. This car is going to smell like onions for a few days, but it's worth it. Let me reach in here. Okay, I can't. Sorry, Becky, I can't wait. There it is. Does that look good, you guys? Oh. Cozy. What a tradition. Yum, yum. I made it home. I'll go grab Becky here and have her help me unload this thing off the trailer. Looks so good. I love it. Next stop, Shift. I'm gonna drive this bad boy in the morning and clean her up, and we'll finish the video up there. Well, it's the next day. I've cleaned up and recovered, and I'm in the C4. There's the car cover there. But, oh man, this thing is so cool. I'm driving it down the road for the first time. Normally I end the videos just with me, pulling into the house and, hey, that's a success, right? But since we didn't actually get to drive this car, since it was dark when I picked it up, well, we'll kind of take this one a little bit further and kind of show you a little bit of driving here. Check this out. Cruising down the road, service engine lights on. I think it's because he lost the gas cap. Check it out. We got that 4+3 Doug Nash transmission, and the overdrive works. It's kicked in right now. Look at that, 1,600 RPM at 65 mile an hour. Totally awesome. I'm sure they did that for gas mileage. But, this car is beautiful. Tires are shaking a little bit. Just got done ordering new Firestone Firehawk Indy 500s. I had them on a 944 turbo, and they are fantastic. Check out that view across the hood. But, the car runs great. It's a little bit sputtery. This thing hasn't been driven, so I'm going to burn whatever this gas is. I got a bunch of errands to do today. Man, this Lexan top is perfect. I got a bunch of errands to do today, so I'm going to just use this car to drive all over town and just exercise it. I'll pump up the tires that are on it, pump them up to about 45 pounds. And but I think they're all good. Get our new tires in tomorrow. And, so let's check it out. Even the Bose radio works. All right. Hey, who knows that group? I know it right off the top of my head. It's I can recall every 80s artist on the radio in 5 seconds, but I can't remember what I had for breakfast. The joys of getting old. But anyway, okay, I've got to show you this here. I got the cruise control set on 65, which the cruise actually works. We're at 2,700 RPM. Hit the button. Boom, it just dropped to 1,600. Over 11, it's an 1,100 RPM drop. That is fantastic. I love We got her all cleaned up. Doesn't that look pretty? Let's give it a little walk around real quick. Oh man, gotta love the 80s white cars. Oh yeah. It's looking really good. I took the tent off. I've been working on it all day. I decided, you know what, that tent has got to go so you can see the white interior. Still got to clean a little bit of residue off the back glass, but coming out really nice. This car is gonna recon out absolutely beautiful. Check it out. Well, I really appreciate you guys riding along. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I sure had fun going and getting this thing, and now I'm gonna have even more fun driving it. So like and subscribe if you would. Really appreciate it if you enjoy the channel and like to see stuff like this. So as always, have a great day and happy motoring. Let's go.